Hi, my name is Jordan Heim.
And I'm Channing Pick.
And this is the C&J Project. This is officially our third episode. That means we've had 2 other episodes before this one.
Good job with your math.
Thank you.
I'm proud of you.
I'm in stats right now, so Regina would be very proud of me. And so like we've always asked in all of our previous episodes is we've asked for some feedback from you, the viewer. And so, Channing, would you be willing to pull up our tweets?
Pulling it up right now.
Let's see how many tweets we got this week for different feedback.
None.
Oh, dear. Okay, I'll let you close out of that since we have no
right.
tweets. I'll pull up Facebook, see how many comments we got on our Facebook page.
None.
Oh, good. Great.
We need feedback, guys.
And we need it badly because we're not sure what we're doing.
Nope.
And we need your help. So
We really
please
do.
Help us.
All right. So, Jordan, how was your weekend?
You know, Channing, my weekend was pretty good.
Was it?
Yeah, I went up to Minneapolis.
Oh.
Had a conference up there. Was up there. Got to meet some friends, see some people. So it was really fun. Yeah, I'm really excited too because at my house we just got a new cat named Winston.
Oh.
He's like 2 to 5 years old. They're not really sure, so he doesn't really have a birthday. Doesn't have any, family besides my family. So it's pretty exciting.
Well, I think that brings us to our new segment.
Oh.
It's going to be hashtag you're stupid. So it's going to be hashtag you are stupid. So that kind of goes with your stories. I'm kidding.
Thanks, Jenny.
For our first segment, we're going to be talking about a 16-year-old boy that said mere boredom was what led him to light a fire outside his Coney Island, Brooklyn apartment, a blaze that went off to leave 2 police officers in critical condition. He was charged with assault, arson, and reckless endangerment. Police said he lives on the 12th floor of a residence high-rise on Surf Avenue where the fire broke out Sunday afternoon. Sources said police believe the teen, who allegedly has a history of setting fires, lit a mattress on fire in his hallway on the 13th floor. 13 others were also injured in the blaze, including firefighters. So that is interesting. That is really interesting.
And that's why he is stupid.
Yes. Who lights a mattress on fire? Out of all the things
because you're bored. The kid was bored.
But I wouldn't think to start a mattress on fire, personally. But to each their own.
I've been bored before.
I would rather light you on fire.
Really? I appreciate
No.
that, Channing. I really do.
I was kidding.
Says the evil redhead.
Oh,
snap. Can you feel the tension in the studio, folks? On to our next story. Channing.
Yes.
You might have actually been on this flight, and you might have caused the issue. Oh, right. There was a Boeing 747 that was forced to make an emergency landing because it overheated. Do you know why it overheated, Channing? Any idea? You got any idea? No? Well, it was. I'll give you an option to choose from. Either A, the engine overheated, B, the cockpit overheated, or C, cows. You're right, it was cows. A pilot had to make an emergency landing at Heathrow after 390 cows he was transporting gave off too much heat. Reports came in that they had to land the plane because of the emergency. Technicians later found that there was no evidence of any smoke or flames. They just had to land because they were over the Irish Sea while the fire warning sounded. So, Channing, thoughts on the cows?
Well, I kind of hate you for your comment before then. So.
Well, it is what it is, I guess. Life goes on.
That's really interesting that 390 cows. That's a lot of cows.
390 cows, exactly.
That's...
Speaking of cows...
Yeah, speaking of cows, that brings us to our next segment. Mouthwash is said to be causing cancer. A new study conducted in the United Kingdom shows that mouthwash may be a cause of oral cancer. Dr. David Conway, the study leader, warned, "We have found using mouthwash excessively, 3 or more times a day, raises the risk of cancer. I know some people who smoke regularly or drink alcohol use mouthwash to hide the smell. I would advise against using it excessively." They have found that the alcohol in the mouthwash could be what is causing these cancers.
Yeah.
So that's pretty interesting.
Have you seen that story going around Facebook now?
What
with
one?
The Crest 3D whitening toothpaste. And you're supposed to throw it away because there's little like plastic beads in there that's supposed to like help exfoliate your teeth and your gums, but it's like getting embedded into your gums.
Ooh.
Yeah, I don't know if that's true or not, but
The world isn't safe.
yeah,
The world is
so
not safe at all. People.
everyone's just gonna start losing their teeth. Speaking of a loss of teeth, Channing, we need
Yes.
to head out to Virginia Beach.
Why?
Well, thank you for asking why.
Okay.
We need to buy some used hotel sheets.
I'm going to have to pass.
Well, if you go out to Virginia Beach, the entire contents of the Cavalier Hotel is being scheduled to be sold on a public sale. They're selling everything from all of their guest room furniture, their artwork, their TVs, all of the fixtures, all of the equipment and inventory formerly used to operate the historic property is being sold.
That is very interesting.
Who would want to buy used hotel sheets?
Not me, but maybe a homeless person.
Ugh, I
don't know. That's just gross.
I don't
But-
no. Mm-mm.
You know, on a positive note, it's obviously spring now.
Yes.
So I have a list of about 7 signs of how you know spring has sprung
Oh.
on social media.
Bing bong, bing bong.
Oh,
bing,
first,
bong.
we have a lot of tweets about allergies, and you know, I get to see them sometimes. People are like, "Oh, these allergies are awful." Number 2, baseball is back, and our sports fan friends are all optimistic. Number 3, everyone is posting about what to do with their favorite summertime activities. 4, they're desperately looking for a partner to help them in this activity. 5, there will be a bunch of bachelorette engagement and wedding photos all over. And 6, pictures of flowers everywhere. And of course, number 7, people up north being bitter. Do you know, have you seen those posts about
I've
spring?
seen some of them.
Spring?
And I'm just kind of looking at the list right now. Allergies. Do you get allergies?
I do not. I used to get allergies, but I kind of outgrew them. So that's nice.
I used to get allergies in the fall. I feel kind of like, I don't know if they're coming back, because I mean, I'm not from Iowa. And so I don't know, maybe Iowa is causing me to get allergies. But I don't know. Baseball, I don't really...
I'm not a big sports fan, but you know, I have seen a bunch of posts, especially
Right.
opening day was just, I think, this last week.
Yeah, when I was up in Minneapolis.
The Twins were starting to play up
They
there.
were getting ready. We drove by Target Field, and they were getting ready for that. But yeah, I definitely saw that. Number 3, everyone is posting, blah, blah, blah.
Their favorite summertime activities. I have seen a lot of those posts. I have seen, I can't wait for summer to be done with school so I can sit on my boat and tan.
I'm on a
But I don't
boat.
understand why people tan. I'm pasty and proud.
And proud of it. See, I actually, when I was coming back from Minneapolis over the weekend, I could feel my nose Sunday night. It got a little sunburned because I was sitting in the car and we were like driving home and the sun was like beating down on my face. And so I think my arms are actually kind of 2 separate colors.
Well, they are definitely a little
Which one looks
tanner
darker?
than I.
Does
I
that
mean-
one look darker?
Yeah, you can even tell on camera. Okay, I don't know what we're doing.
Which arm is which? Ah! We have a TV screen right here, so we can like watch ourselves, and I kind of get distracted by that.
It is pretty humorous.
Ah,
It's definitely a
the
fun
bachelor,
thing.
bachelorette engagement and wedding photos. Yeah.
This is my least favorite time. I just can't accept that there's people my age getting engaged
See, the thing that
and married and
freaks
having
me
kids.
out is the kids.
Yeah.
I was on Facebook last night, and I saw a girl that I went to high school with holding her tummy, and she was just like sitting there with this big tummy, and I'm just like, what? And the caption was like, so excited to meet my 4-month-old little baby boy in 4 months, or whatever she said. And I was like,
she's British now.
oh, no, actually she's from Texas, so I don't know why I did
That's great. You know,
British accent.
I do not like getting on Facebook and seeing those engagements,
Uh-huh.
and because I can barely make a decision of what to wear in the morning, and these people are making decisions for the rest of their lives.
Yeah.
That just doesn't seem... I couldn't do it, I guess, is what I'm getting at.
I feel like, I don't know.
Because
a lot of these people are getting married, I mean, early 20s.
Mm-hmm. And you know, in the 20s, people grow a lot.
And now I think that's when you kind of like discover yourself and stuff. And so I feel like, I'm not saying that it's a bad thing that these people are getting married in their 20s. I'm just thinking maybe you should wait a little bit. Maybe you should kind of do a little bit of self-discovery. Because I don't think, like as right now as a 19-year-old, I don't see myself getting married in the next 5 years.
Yeah, I could not get married in 5 years.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm 19 too, and that just...
We are 19, going on 20. Da, 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 da,
Anyway, the next one. Pictures of flowers everywhere. Those people on Instagram need to stop that.
See,
I know what a flower looks like.
I haven't seen flowers.
I do, all the time. Stop it. Stop it.
Where are these people from?
You don't need to do that. From like Lamar's from Sioux City.
Where are the flowers coming from?
From flower shops. It was Valentine's Day just a few weeks ago.
I didn't know.
Months
I
ago,
thought you meant like
months ago.
flowers like erupting out of the
Blooming.
ground.
Those are coming up though. I can just feel it.
I was over
Feel it.
by Hyper, and I saw
Those were blooming.
I saw flowers. Yeah. Well, and our last one, which I think I can understand, people up north being bitter.
That happens.
Amen. I am bitter. Well, we're kind of winding down to the end of the show, and I always like to end things on a high note. And so here's a little scientific lesson for everyone at home.
Science.
Here we go. A farmer in Ireland. He's a goat and sheep farmer. So
All
he
right.
has his herds of goat and sheep, and apparently the goats and the sheep mate like rabbits. I don't know what that really, And then typically the hybrid baby doesn't make it. But this farmer, for the first time, has bred a rare geep. That's what it is. It's called a geep, Channing. It's a cross between a goat and a sheep, a geep.
All right.
What are your thoughts on that?
Talk about daddy issues.
Yeah, talk about your daddy issues. The poor thing. We actually have a picture right here, and just look at that thing with its little coarse coat of lamb hair, and then those long legs that make it look like a goat. And are those little horns? Are those horns? Maybe, I don't know.
Maybe.
Well, it's interesting. But the farmer, Patty Murphy, he said that he saw the goat mating with the sheep earlier this year, but he just assumed that nature would take its course.
And apparently it did, because they have a geep.
It took the other course,
Yep.
not the,
Yeah.
and they have a baby geep. But there's actually different contests online where you can go and you can name the cute little geep.
That's cute.
I wonder what kind of noise they make.
I don't know. Maybe
Like
next
a
time we'll
cross
talk about that.
Well, it could be a cross between like a goat and a sheep noise.
Yeah, it'll be interesting.
I don't know.
Well-
It's interesting. I think that's all the time we have.
I think that is too.
So be sure to go online, give us some feedback. You can like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, subscribe to our channel on YouTube.
Email us.
Yes.
Anyway.
And you can always be a part of our studio audience.
Yep. I'm Channing Pick.
And I'm Jordan Heim.
See ya.